Good evening, everybody. Goeienaand. I hope you're seeing the right screen, so let me know if you are. Good evening and welcome. My name is Martie Kruger. Tonight's class is your Essential Oil Medical Makeover Kit. And if you are brand new to essential oils, you've never used oils, we'd love for you in the chat box to put a one there. And then, of course, if you are like me, you love these oils, you've been using it, and maybe you're still learning. I am still learning 6 years later. Put that in the chat box as well. So if you in the chat box, please tell us where you are joining us from and maybe just also who invited you. Dimokatso, welcome. Thank you from Welcome. Um, so let me mute you, Trace. Okay, so Trace didn't realize she was unmuted. Hi, everybody. My name is Marcie Kruger, and I'm all the way from Bloemfontein. I'm an essential oil mom. I love these oils. They have changed our lives, and I actually cannot.
But I'm telling him because he didn't look.
I can't even imagine my life without these oils. It has been the most amazing 6 years, and my boys get oiled every day. My husband, our animals, and it's become such a part of our lives. We didn't grow up this way, but now I can't imagine not having these oils. Now tonight I'm joined by some of the incredible leaders and ladies in our community that you'll get to meet. They will introduce themselves as they are presenting. So, what is tonight's class all about? We are going to quickly mention what are essential oils, where do they come from, how to use them, and specifically the top 10 oils. And also, if you don't have your oils yet, how you can get started. Now, we are going to focus mainly on the top 10 oils as well as the specials for this month. Now, the top 10 oils is oils that I've had in my home since I got started with the oils and even now. And I'm going to ask for those of you who also have the top 10 oils always in your house, just say top 10 in the chat box quickly. And tell them, like, is this your medicine cabinet, right? This becomes your medicine cabinet. So the top 10 oils on the left-hand side, you've got all single oils. So these are a lavender, a peppermint, a lemon, frankincense, right? Oregano. And on the right-hand side are blends specifically made by doTERRA for specific things. Breathe is respiratory, On Guard is immune system, Zen is gut health, and Deep Blue pain. So we're going to talk about these top 10 because every single household needs these oils. Now, I'm going to hand over to our animal aromatherapist in the house, Tracy Simpson, who's going to share with us a little bit about lavender and also what are essential oils.
If I unmuted, am I unmuted? Okay, so what are essential oils? When we're talking about essential oils, we're not talking about perfumes or something that's synthetic, that's made in a lab. The essential oils are the tiny, highly concentrated aromatic compounds found inside plants. Think of them as the plant's immune system, their protection, their communication, and even their life force. Inside the petal of a flower, the rind of the fruit, the bark of a tree, the roots underground, and even the leaves are microscopic sacs that hold these powerful aromatic compounds. When these sacs are carefully collected, usually through steam distillation or cold processing, that pure plant essential oil is bottled for us. It can take an enormous amount of plant material to make one small bottle. For example, it takes roughly 45 lemons to make one 50 ml bottle of lemon oil. That is how concentrated our oils are. They are 100% natural. They're straight from the plant with no synthetic chemicals added. What you're getting is the pure aromatic chemistry that nature has always used to protect and support the plant itself. And here's what's so fascinating. Those same aromatic compounds interact beautifully with the human and animal body through smell, absorption, and even in an emotional response. This isn't something new or trendy. Plants have always been used for thousands of years in traditional cultures. What we have today is simply a modern, refined way of accessing something very ancient. So when you open a bottle, you're not just smelling something pleasant, you're experiencing concentrated plant wisdom. So the first oil that I'm going to talk about, the first.
You are unmuted, but we can't hear you at all. Don't know where your sound went to, but it's gone.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, where did I get up to? Am I talking about lavender now?
Yes, you just started off.
Okay.
We missed that. Right.
Okay. So lavender is the oil that does it all. If I could choose one essential oil to keep in my cupboard, it would be lavender. I think it really would be lavender. Lavender is often called the Swiss Army knife of oils, and for a very good reason. Physically, it's incredibly versatile. It's beautiful for skin support, wounds, minor burns, insect bites, rashes, irritated patches. It helps calm inflammation and supports the skin's natural repair process. It's also widely used for neurological calming. That means the head. Lavender can support the body during seizures by helping settle the nervous system. It's gentle, but very powerful. And then there's sleep. If you're struggling with insomnia, restless nights, or even grinding your teeth, which is often linked to stress, lavender helps calm the brain so that the body can properly rest. Now let's talk about the emotional side, because this is where lavender truly shines. Lavender is deeply calming. It soothes anxiety, eases stress, and helps settle hypersensitivity. Whether it's a busy child, an overwhelmed adult, or an anxious animal before a storm. For those dealing with trauma or PTSD, lavender can provide a sense of safety. It doesn't sedate. It reassures, it tells the nervous system, you're okay, you can breathe. What I love about lavender is that it's gentle enough for daily use, yet strong enough to make a noticeable difference. It's one of the most researched essential oils in the world, and it has been used for centuries, long before modern medicine, to calm the body, heal the skin, and quieten the mind. It's simple, traditional, and powerful. Sometimes the most humble purple flower carries the greatest strength. On to the next slide. There we go. I don't know who I'm passing over to.
All right. Thank you very much, Tracy, for that introduction. So how do we use essential oils? We use them in three ways. The first one is aromatical. That's when we inhale them. And we can just inhale them from, cupped hands, where you just put a few drops and then you inhale it. Or you can use a diffuser. I always prefer that diffuser. And I keep on saying, if you are a Terra member and you don't have a diffuser yet, you haven't really experienced, essential oils. So if you don't have one, put it in your LRP, budget for it so that you have a diffuser. We also use it for aromatherapy. The second way is topically. Topically is when we apply it, on our skin. Most of the time we know oils from the massage spa where we are applying them, the entire body. But with the oil, you can apply it in targeted points. It could be on your temples, behind the ears, at the back of your neck, or it can be even localized, where you need it the most. It could be where you are feeling pain. Uh, it could be on your tummy. And because some of the oils they are hot, and most of the oils are aromatic, it means they are taken away by air. We dilute them with coconut oil so that it can stop them from evaporating, and they can be transported into the skin, into the bloodstream. Then the third way is internally. This one is always with a disclaimer because not all essential oils are taken internally. You will hear with the next speaker is going to talk about the purity of the essential oils and how they are actually, how they actually made safe for us to take them internally. So we can use them by putting them directly, maybe in a cup of water, in your tea, or a drop under the tongue. Oils like copaiba and frankincense, you can gently put them under the tongue, or where you use an empty vegetable capsule and just put a few drops in, like you are making your own, medicine, your own capsules, and then swallowing them through with water. So all of these work really well to meet you exactly where you are. And then the second oil that we are taking you through is peppermint. This happens to be my go-to essential oil, the one that I never leave the house with. It's always in my handbag, for so many reasons. On the slide, you're going to see a number of reasons, but I will share with you the ones that really speak to me the most. When it comes to relieving tension, peppermint releases tension, whether it is in your temples, in your shoulders. When I'm working a very long day, sometimes I feel that tension, on my shoulders, on my neck, my temples, and that's where peppermint comes in handy. Just putting a drop, on my palm, rubbing it, all on those areas. I just feel that instant relief coming through. And I also use it, to cool myself down. I'm in that stage of, the menopause where sometimes there's just that rush of, hot air that comes and goes. So when you've got peppermint, you can just, put a drop behind your neck, and then it's like, so you just feel that cool air, coming. So you can use it to reduce your heated temperature, even in children when you rub it, under their feet diluted. I also love it because you can also use it internally, to calm upset stomach, to reduce some of those cramps. Many years back when I really didn't use essential oils that much, I actually had an oil, and there was a friend who visited. It wasn't this oil, the doTERRA one. And she was having, extreme period pains. And she woke up and said, do you have any painkillers? I haven't been using painkillers for many, many years because I'm a biologist by profession. So I've been using herbs. I said, no, I only have peppermint, oil in the house. So I just gave her that peppermint, put a drop in water, drank it, and the period pains just went away. In the morning, she said, you know what? That melted them away. So now, if you use this one, the doTERRA one, just a drop would really instantly, take away that pain and those cramps there. It's also good as a painkiller. So if you've got, tight and sore muscles, you can use it. I love using it in my pre-workout blends. So it works very well in the pre-workout blend there. It's also good for tension, your headache, all of those, that's the oil. So I love that, especially for lifting up your energy. If you are picking yourself up with caffeine, with an energy drink, a good swap is using peppermint. You can just put a few drops, inhale it, and all of a sudden you have your energy back. So for mental clarity as well. And let's hear from my friend Marie, who is going to talk to us about why doTERRA essential oils, why you are not going to just grab one from the shop, from the shelf, and instead use these ones. Over to you, Marie.
Thank you, Dr. Hannah. Good evening, everybody. My name is Marie Bloem. I live in Pretoria, and I was introduced to doTERRA while suffering from acute burnout for more than 3 years. And a doTERRA roller enabled me to recover my strength. Yep, believe it, because it's true. doTERRA has also empowered me as a mom who loves natural, safe solutions to wean my son off his Schedule 6 medication for him to get a good night's sleep. doTERRA puts him to bed safely every night without toxins or overloading his liver and kidneys. For a mom, that is joy. When it comes to essential oils, quality matters. And when we use oils in our homes and on our families, we deserve to trust what we are holding. Every doTERRA oil goes through 54 tests under the certified pure tested grade standard and is also verified by an independent third-party laboratory. You can even check your own bottle online. Just go to source2you.com, type in the batch code, you'll find it here underneath your bottle. Oils are tested for purity, potency, and consistency. There are no fillers, no synthetics, and no contaminants. Plants produce their best oil where they naturally grow best. Climate, soil, and altitude directly affect the potency and chemical composition, resulting in the oil being stronger, more balanced, and more effective. So let's watch this little video and learn more.
Essential oils are everywhere. You see them for sale online, in social media, on Amazon, even the grocery store shelf. But you have to ask yourself, was it ethically and sustainably sourced, and are they pure and free of adulterations? With the increased popularity of essential oils, too many companies, big and small, are in the dark as to where their oils are coming from. Some even intentionally take advantage of farmers and distillers while cutting corners and padding profits. They advertise their products as 100% pure when they truly have no visibility into who is producing the oils or how it's being done. They did, however, wrap it in a pretty label and bought some Google ad space. It's easy for a consumer to get lost in this growing marketplace. Since 2008, doTERRA has sold more than 187 million bottles of essential oils to nearly 9.8 million customers worldwide. They trust doTERRA because we only source the very best essential oils in the world. Since many plants grown for essential oils thrive in developing countries, doTERRA is committed to making sure the lives of each farmer, harvester, and distiller are better because of our partnership. We call this co-impact sourcing. Positive impact for everyone along the entire supply chain and the purest essential oils for you. Our co-impact sourcing commitment is to 1, be directly involved at the source. Through this, we know the people and processes involved. 2, ensuring positive social impact, including job creation, fair labor conditions, and even community development projects. And 3, environmental stewardship and sustainability. You get the highest quality and most effective essential oils, along with the knowledge that your purchase protects growers and distillers from being cheated by middlemen and large corporations. When you purchase a doTERRA essential oil, you can be a conscious consumer and know you are getting oils that are not only traceable, but are proven and tested to work for you and those you care about. To learn more about co-impact sourcing and our sourcing guiding principles, and to hear the stories from farmers and distillers across the globe, visit source2you.com. doTERRA, pursue what's pure.
Thank you, Marty. doTERRA sources oils from all over the world. I actually looked at that map and saw that it's only Greenland that doesn't actually supply doTERRA with oils yet. More than 45 countries supply doTERRA with their products. More than 140 oils are produced by doTERRA. And did you know that a third of those oils come from the African continent? So proud of us. You heard a lot about co-impact sourcing, and I don't want to elaborate anymore. The video really put it so compacted it so nicely. So quality isn't just about the oil. It's about integrity. It's about transparency. It's about impact. You're not just buying an essential oil. You are choosing purity, consistency, efficacy, and trust. And that is powerful. Thank you, everyone. I will now hand over to Nanette.
Thank you, Marie. Hi, everybody. I'm Nanette, and I am completely in love with doTERRA. So the name doTERRA actually means gift of the earth. And I always think if our bodies are such a gift from God, what better way to guard them than with something that comes straight from the earth? Now, here's something fascinating. Your body is made up of trillions and trillions of tiny cells, and every single one of those cells is wrapped in a lipid membrane, which is just a fancy way of saying an oil-based layer. So what exactly does that mean? It means your body actually understands oil. Oil recognizes oil. Your cells don't panic. They don't go, "What is this?" No, they go, "Oh, hello, you belong here." And that's why essential oils absorb so beautifully. When you inhale oils aromatically, within about 20 to 30 seconds, the molecules reach the limbic system, and that is the emotional control center of your brain. That's why one deep breath can change your mood almost instantly. And within about 2 minutes, those tiny molecules that are found in our essential oils are even detected in your bloodstream. So when you apply oils topically, they move through the skin into the bloodstream in about 20 to 40 minutes. Because they're small and fat soluble, they slip right through the oily cell membrane. And when used internally, when safe and appropriate, and thank goodness for doTERRA CPTG, they absorb through the digestive system and distributed throughout the body within minutes. So oils don't just sit there smelling nice. They move, they communicate, and they support. And this is where On Guard steps in. If your cells are little houses, On Guard is definitely the security system, the alarm, the guard dog, and, of course, the electric fence, all in one bottle. On Guard contains wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and, of course, rosemary. Wild orange helps uplift and cleanse. Clove and cinnamon are powerful antioxidants and supports immune health. Eucalyptus supports the respiratory system, and rosemary supports circulation and clarity. So what exactly does this mean for us in everyday life? Well, On Guard helps with boost and support of our immune system. It protects our system against environmental threats, soothes a sore throat, supports oral health and help cleanse the mouth, ease occasional tooth discomfort, provides powerful antioxidant support. In other words, it helps your body stay ready. I especially love using On Guard during seasonal changes, when everyone around me is coughing, sneezing, and sharing germs like it's love language. Instead of panicking, I diffuse. I roll it on my feet. I use my toothpaste. I let my cells do what they were designed to do, with support. If doTERRA is the gift of the earth, then On Guard is the earth's way of saying, "Don't worry, you've got backup." And honestly, in today's world, I think we all need a little natural backup. And up next is Dr. Hannah, who is going to tell us all about the aromatic use of essential oils and pre.
Thank you very much, Nunu. So earlier on, when I was introducing the 3 ways in which we can use essential oil, I started with aromatic, which is how we use the oil through inhaling them or through a diffuser. And most people just, think if they are not doTERRA members, they think that essential oils are just good for giving, a beautiful scent. But it is actually deeper than that. It's not just cosmetic. So when we inhale, essential oils through the olfactory nerve in the nose, they go directly into the brain, and impact the limbic system. This is what Nunu just shared, and she said within 20 seconds they have actually impacted our limbic system, and this is the system that impacts our mood, our memory, and even our stress response. And the good thing is when they reach the brain is also able to send, the oil molecules to where they are actually needed. And this is one of the fastest way of getting impact from essential oils by, inhaling them. And then when we look at the oil on the right, which is breathe, I think is one of the most self-explanatory oils in doTERRA because it's related to the respiratory system. It supports us in how we actually breathe. So when we take breathe internally, which is actually a blend of oils that open the airways, when we take it internally, it helps open the airways. So you can just put a drop in and inhale it. So when we inhale it like this, it also relieves congestion. So it's good for people who are, struggling with sinus infections, asthma, colds. This is the go-to oil that you would use. It also clears lungs from inhaled toxins. So we live in an era where there are so many toxic, around us, especially the ones that are in the air. So we inhale them without even knowing that we have actually inhaled them. So this is one of the oils that would really support you if you have a lot of toxins inhaled. So if you don't have, breathe, get yourself one. It's very good, especially for bacteria and virus infections. When you have those respiratory issues that are caused by virus and bacteria, you can actually use breathe for that. And let me hand over to Mati, who is going to, I think it's Mati, who's going to talk to us about deep blue and tea tree. That's another oil, two oils that you must have in your toolkit.
Hi, Marty. Can I take over from you? Okay, well, let's see my signal lost. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. My name is Lisa. I am I want to say crazy oil user. I'm the crazy lady that always pulls out an oil when any time or anything pops up, whether it's a bloody nose, a sore foot, a pimple coming out, anything, that's the first thing I go to. So one ways we can use these oils is topically, which was spoken about quite early on in the presentation. And two of the oils that we love, or I personally love using topically as well, is deep blue and tea tree. Deep blue is the oil that anyone that has muscle or that is able to move needs this oil in their arsenal of oils. So deep blue is a mixture, it's one of our blends, and this oil is great for anything related to muscles, stiffness. If you haven't exercised in quite a while and you've bitten the bullet and gone for a run and you have those tight tendons or tight sore muscles, this is your first oil you reach for. I love putting it in my mixture for my kids that struggle with growing pains, especially my boy who's 7. He really does struggle, especially after being very, very busy during the day. He'll actually come to me at night, my legs are sore. So he exactly how the bottle is, he knows how to use it, he'll apply it, and within minutes, the pain that he has from his growing pains will be relieved. It's also great for things like menstrual cramps. It's one of those things that you put it on and you're like, wow, this thing is amazing. It's also great for injury and recovery because the way of these oils works, as Nonette mentioned, they travel deep into your cells and they can penetrate in your cells. They can really get to work where there is inflammation or pain or some sort of issue that you need a bit of support on. With topical oils, it's also a target specific. So this would be something where you are struggling pain or need some sort of support. Next, moving over to tea tree. Tea tree is one of those oils that it's sometimes always in the background, but you're glad when you have it. You have it when you need it. It's great for clearing up blemishes on your skin. It's one of those that oils that are antibacterial, it's antifungal as well as antiviral. It's a little bit that comes triple of the threat. And this is for things devastating wounds, cuts and scrapes. And tea tree is also got a very soft spot in my heart because a while ago, son cut his toe on a broken glass bottle, and he got quite a lot of stitches. And after we went to the doctor and we did the round of antibiotics, about 2 or 3 days after he had finished the course, he actually said to me, "Mom, my toe is sore. It's red. It's hot to the touch. It's throbbing, and he can't step on it." So after a bit of research, let's go with tea tree, and I added 1 drop cut, and within 2 days, 3 days at the most, the redness was gone, the festering under the skin was gone. It wasn't as hot to the touch, and my son actually started walking again on it. So this is really one of those oils that just anything, cuts, thorns, we live in a bushy place. So when we walk barefoot outside and you have a thorn, this is something that can be used. It actually helps with infections, which is great for anything related from kids all the way. It can even help with some cell renewal and that. My time is up.
Thank you, Liesel. Now, let's talk about internal use. When we talk about internal use, it simply means using essential oils in a way that supports the body from the inside out. And I'm going to use lemon as an example because it's such a simple but powerful oil, and it shows us 3 easy ways to use these oils internally. Number 1, in water. 1 drop of lemon in a glass of water supports cleansing of the GI tract, simulates healthy digestion, supports the mucosal lining on the gut, and even supports serotonin, which means it can gently uplift your mood too. Quick but important notice, never put lemon in a plastic bottle. The reason why? Citrus oils are natural solvents, which means they can break down plastic and pull unwanted chemicals into your water. Always use glass or stainless steel. We want cleansing, not a chemistry experiment. Number 2, under the tongue. 1 drop under the tongue allows fast absorption through the mucous membranes. Number 3, of course, in a veggie capsule. Perfect if you're combining oils or don't love the taste of oils. Now, let me talk about an oil that is used daily in our home, Zengest. Zengest doesn't just help for digestion issues, it supports the entire digestive process from top to bottom. It helps calms an upset stomach, reduce gas and bloating, ease occasional indigestion, support healthy acid balance, soothe that burning feeling in the chest, support nutrient absorption, promotes healthy gut mobility, meaning things move the way they should, supports the nervous system connection to digestion. Because digestion isn't just about food, it's connected to stress, emotions, and even sleep. And for me, this is a deeply emotional oil. In 2008, I had a severe hernia. My stomach had literally moved up in between my breast area, and I suffered immensely from heartburn. My body produced so much acid that my esophagus was badly damaged, and I had major surgery. The hernia was repaired, but the acid problem remained. I was on chronic Nexium, and then I was introduced to Zengest. Slowly but surely, the constant burning eased. The sharp stomach pain reduced. The feeling that my chest was on fire became something I didn't have to live with every single day. And let me just say, when you've lived with that kind of pain and suddenly you can lie down at night without feeling like a dragon breathing fire, that's a miracle in my books. Today, Zengest is part of our home rhythm. If someone says my stomach feels funny, I don't ask questions. I just reach for Zengest. It's our digestive first responder. with oils like ginger to soothe, peppermint to cool, fennel and anise to soothe bloating, cardamom and coriander to support enzyme function. It's like a well-trained digestive support team working together. And lemon. Lemon is my daily ritual. Warm water in a glass up. 1 drop every morning. It supports gentle cleaning of the GI tract, help flush toxins from the gut, supports the mucosal lining, and even gives that little serotonin that I just said we all sometimes need. I sometimes say lemon is my internal reset button. No crash, no drama. The beauty of internal use is this: we're not focusing on the body, we're supporting it. We're working with how it was designed. And for someone who knows what constant digestive pain feels like, that kind of support isn't small, it's freedom. So up next is Marie again, and she's going to tell us all about the king of oils, which is, of course, frankincense.
Thank you, Nanette. Frankie is an oil people have treasured for generations. And let me tell you why. Frankincense supports the body at a deep cellular level. It contains over 200 natural compounds. Yes, you heard right, 200 that work together to bring balance and restoration. When diffused, it's grounding and centering, beautiful for calming the mind, supporting focus, and bringing clarity when life feels overwhelming. It's also incredibly supportive for the body, soothing for joints, helpful during times of inflammation, and strengthening overall wellness. If we have a look at the slides, you can see how Frankie supports us and even works magic for our organs. Frankincense is steady, foundational, reliable. If you're building a natural wellness lifestyle, this is the oil you anchor everything around. And I just want to share something personal. Last year, I accidentally sat on my specs. I hadn't been to an optometrist in 6 years, so I went in expecting bad news. What a surprise when she looked at me and said, "What have you been doing? Your eyesight is better than 6 years ago." I've only been using Frankie daily for 4 years as part of my daily skincare routine. Now, I'm not making medical claims. I can only share my experience with you. Frankincense is known for supporting healthy cells and tissue. Consistency matters. Quality matters. Purity matters. And efficacy matters. Small, faithful daily habits bring the most beautiful gifts. Thanks, everyone. I will now hand over to Tracy again.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Marie. I love frankincense. Like I said, I love all the oils. So sorry. Okay, I'm not going to talk about oregano. I think they chose me to talk about this one because they all know what I'm like with oregano. It's nature's natural defender. If lavender is the gentle comforter, then oregano is the warrior. Oregano essential oil is one of the most powerful antimicrobial oils we have. It's rich in a compound called carvacrol, which gives its incredible strength against viruses and bacteria and fungi. When we talk about oregano being a natural antibiotic, what we mean is that it has strong antibacterial properties. But unlike many conventional antibiotics, it comes straight from the plant world, nothing added. It is commonly used to support the body during viral and bacterial challenges. At the very first sign of something brewing, whether it's a sore throat, chest congestion, or a winter bug, oregano is often reached for because it helps the body defend itself. It's also exceptional for topical issues. Think about stubborn warts, athlete's foot, candida overgrowth, that's anus, fungal infection of the skin or nails. Because fungi and yeast thrive in warm, damp environments, oregano's strong antifungal action makes it incredibly effective when properly diluted and used correctly. Now, and this is important, oregano is a hot oil. Take your oregano and just tip it on the tip of your tongue. It burns like that place down there. It must always be diluted before applying to the skin. This is not an oil that you just use casually. It's one that you have to use widely. It stimulates circulation, strengthens the immune response, and supports the body in clearing unwanted microbes. But as powerful as it is, we must remember it works with the body, not against it. It supports balance rather than wiping everything out indiscriminately, which is what our chemical antibiotics does. Oregano reminds us that sometimes nature's strongest medicine come in the smallest bottles. Please remember that when taking oregano internally, only use it for 10 days. Then give your body a break and use it for another 10 days. Do not use it constantly every single day internally. Respect it, dilute it, and use it intentionally. And it can be one of the most valuable oils in your toolkit. Let's hear from the doctor about this fantastic oil.
Bacteria have the ability to change their genetic makeup over time for their own self-preservation. Bacteria have their own defensive mechanism. They produce something called a peptidoglycan layer. It's the equivalent of an M&M shell that's protecting the chocolate on the inside. Now, one of the other elements that bacteria are very, very good at making, and that is something called a biofilm. Biofilm is its own very goopy, slimy mess that it covers itself in. So what's now starting to happen is we are finding that once very useful antibacterial medications are no longer effective at all. What that means for us, we have to use stronger antibacterial medications. We have to use more potent antibacterial medications. That comes at a cost to our own bodies. Melaleuca has the ability to come in and start to modify that sludge and remove it so that the oregano can get to the bacteria. And in oregano, there's a product called carvacrol. Carvacrol will bind to that peptidoglycan and it punctures a little hole in there. Once that hole opens, you start to get a passing of ions back and forth. What that does to the bacteria is it allows it to lyse. It means burst open. And we've now accomplished something very dramatic, and that is by doing nothing more than using 2 simple little plant-based essential oils, you have created a very effective antibacterial.
There you go. That's Dr. Dave. I tell you, that just blows my mind when you see those little pictures of that bacteria, that virus blowing up. That's what our oils do. They blow them up. I just wanted to clear a couple of things up for you there. In the video, he actually talked about Melaleuca. Melaleuca is tea tree. It's the same thing. The Melaleuca plant creates the tea tree oil. So that's what he's referring to. When he's referring to an M&M, it's simply a smartie in South African language. Just in case you weren't sure. So, in other words, it protects the smarties. It protects your chocolate intake if you need your chocolate intake. So, Dr. Dave is just amazing at breaking it down so that we could all understand what they're actually referring to. And I think now we're moving over to Marty again.
Thanks, Tracy. That was fun to listen to as always. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to all of these incredible leaders. Liesel have been struggling with her internet, and tonight when she had a little bit of sign, she's like, I'm here, I want to share. And this is just how all of us, how excited we are to share with you about our oils and our foundational wellness. So please make sure to also join us next week. We'll share about our top 10, but we're going to start including definitely some of our foundational wellness. Okay, we are going to quickly talk about the promotional items that we have available for this month so that you know if you are already a doTERRA member, you can benefit from them, but maybe if you are brand new, there's also some amazing things. I want to quickly talk about something that I'm so grateful for, the loyalty reward program of doTERRA. This has helped me take care of my family for the last 6 years. I have two very big teenage boys. One is almost turning 20, so probably not almost a teenager anymore. But for the last 6.5 years, this has been the tool that have helped me provide supplements in my home, these incredible oils, and have, empowered me to take care of them. Now, as a VIP client, that's where I am already on 50% back in points. It means that every 1,000 Rand that I spend, plus minus, I get something between 270 and 300 Rand back in points. That is incredible. So 4 months like that, and I can buy myself a free frankincense, which is 1,495 Rand. Now, in order to join the loyalty program, you need to speak to the person who's, welcomed you to doTERRA. It is one of the most incredible things, and it normally takes 1 year. Now, I want to quickly see in the chat box, where are you at? Those of you that are VIP, just put VIP, but if you are on 10 or 20% back, put it in the chat box. Like I said, I'm 30% back. Now, as I said, normally this takes 1 year to reach VIP status. And for any person brand new from this month, you're going to have something that is incredible. We've all dreamed about this. We want to, get started again because of this. But if you get started this month with 150 points value order, and you do the same for 3 months in a row, not only are you going to get 2,500 Rands worth of points for free over the next 3 months, but you will also, from month 3 on loyalty, so 4 months down the line, get 30% back in points. So you're going to fast track to VIP status, which is incredible. And if you want to ask the VIP ladies on here, they will tell you this is the best thing that you can do for your health. Now, Demokatso, I see you still on 10%, so unfortunately you can't take part of this. But don't worry, keep on going. You will be here soon, and doTERRA does have other specials. Now, in order to, when you place a loyalty order every month, and you do 125 PV, now, once you're with doTERRA, you will log in and you'll see that your peppermint oil has got a price to it, but next to it, there's a PV, a points value. And that's what we look at. We look at the points value. So if you are ordering 125 PV between the 1st and the 15th of a month, every single month, you will receive a free product of the month. And this month, it's an extra tea tree. Now you listen to Liesel and she explained why tea tree should always be in your bag. This is actually my medicine cabinet bag that I carry with me wherever I go. I don't have tea tree in here, so maybe I should add my 5 ml tea tree that I'm going to get in here so that I make sure that I do have it here. But I have lavender, peppermint, zengest, lemon, breathe, frankincense, immortelle, and an ear roller and some other incredible oils in here. So all that you have to do is go, if you've already joined doTERRA, go to your back office, click Get Started with My Loyalty Order, place your order, and every month order something that you can earn points back on. But speak to the person who invited you. They will help you understand it clearly, but it's one of the most incredible rewards systems in the world. Now, we also have 10% off on Black Spruce. We'll talk about that quickly. And then with a 200 PV order this month, you will receive Immortal. And I'm going to tell you about Immortal in a second. Now, I'm not going to go over tea tree again, as this, we've already explained this very nicely, but it is absolutely a must-have oil, and you're going to get it for free. Black Spruce it's one of the tree oils, and tree oils are really good for grounding. Now, if you remember, Marie shared her story in the beginning. This is a great blend to add to that roller. And Marie, if you maybe want to share in the chat box with us. What's wrong? You can't hear me?
Yes.
You hear me? Okay. So Black Spruce is really an incredible oil. As you can see, adrenal fatigue, chronic joint, back pain. You can use this with your pain blend oils. It's a topical oil. It's not for ingestion, but it's really a great oil to buy this month because you're going to get it on 10% off. Take a screenshot of this. Make sure that you put this in your cart because getting 10% off is always a bargain. Now, I want to quickly speak about Immortal. If you have to buy this oil, it is 1,775 Rand. It is an incredible oil. It is a full strength oil. It's not pre-diluted. It doesn't have any fractionated coconut oil in there. It's actually a full strength oil. And it's got all the powerhouse oils like rose, frankincense, helichrysum, lavender, Hawaiian sandalwood in there. And it smells divine. This is my Immortal. I protect it like you cannot believe it. I'm just not giving this to everybody, but it's one of the most incredible oils. And how I use this is, of course, around my eyes, because this is our anti-wrinkle oil. It's really good for those fine lines. It's anti-aging. It's liquid gold. It really, truly is. But it is also really good for eyesight. And it's absolutely phenomenal for the brain. Now, if you've never listened to Dr. Darnell speak about Immortal, I urge you, go to YouTube, go and look for Dr. Darnell, learn about Immortal. It is one of the most incredible oils. You can actually dilute this into 3 parts and use this. Anybody that's got anything to do with a brain, I don't want to just say injury, but, struggling with brain, memory, anything like this, this is an oil that you want to use on them. At the back of the neck, you're going to roll it. And as I said, you can dilute it into 3 parts. So it's really going to help. As you can see on the screen, there are so many different things that this incredible oil works for. And this month, as a new customer and an existing customer, you can get it for free. So just make sure that you place a 200 PV order, and this is for the whole month of March. So even if you place your order on the last day of the month, you will still receive Immortal. And if you're thinking, maybe I can't get 200 PV, get some friends to order with you and get your free Immortal. It is going to be amazing. Now, I'm very excited about the next couple of oils, which forms part of a promotion that started this month. And this is specifically for new people. And Nunette is going to tell us all about Diamond Club and what you as a new person can get for free.
Thank you, Marty. So do you see the screen in front of you? I have to tell you about this is something very exciting. This month, we have incredible enrollment offers. And when I say incredible, I mean, don't think too long, incredible. If you enroll with 100 PV, you receive Citrus Bloom absolutely free, valued at 525 Rand. If you enroll with 125 PV, you receive Citrus Bloom and Balance free, valued at 975 Rand. And if you enroll with 200 PV, you receive Citrus Bloom, Balance, and Immortal to the value of 2,744 Rand. And that's not samples, that's not tiny testers, that's full bottles of oil. And we've just spoken about how incredible Immortelle is. So that alone is such a powerful bonus. Just a very important note, you will see it says there Diamond Club. Make sure you enroll using the code of a Diamond Club participant to qualify for these offers and take full advantage of them. As the person invited you, ask the person who invited you to class all about Diamond Club and they will explain exactly how it works. Please, if you were ever thinking about joining doTERRA and joining our oil journey, this is one of those don't overthink it moments. And up next, I'm quickly going to talk about citrus bloom and balance because we've already heard about how powerful Immortelle is. So you're about to understand exactly why this promotion is such a gift. So, have you ever walked into a room and something smelled so incredibly good that you immediately thought to yourself, what is that? I need that in my life. Well, citrus bloom is one of those oils. It's bright, floral, it's citrusy, it smells like spring. Walk into your home and open all the windows. But it's not just about smelling good. It supports feelings of self-worth, and sometimes we don't even realize how much we need it. It helps lift that afternoon slump when you just start staring at your to-do list or falling asleep in front of your computer and wondering, why did I sign up for this life? It helps shift a permissible outlook into something lighter. It's beautiful for chaotic environments, busy homes, stressful days, emotional overwhelm, and it can be worn as a natural perfume. It supports body odor naturally and creates an atmosphere that feels hopefully instead of heavy. It's like bottled sunshine, but classy sunshine. Now let's move to balance. There's a quote I love. Balance is not something you find. It's something you create. Balance the well helps you do exactly that. It's grounding, it's steady, it's that deep exhale at the end of a long day. It supports stress and anxiety, mood swings, emotional instability, and that feeling of being completely overstimulated. It's beautiful for travel anxiety, jet lag, neurological stress, even times of grief and trauma. So when life feels chaotic, balance reminds you, your nervous system, that it's safe to slow down. I always say, citrus bloom helps you rise, balance helps you stay steady. And honestly, most of us needs that both. And with that, I'm handing back over to Mark.
Thanks, Nunu. I'm going to say this before I'm going to hand over to Hannah, who's going to close the evening for us. I just want to say something about balance. There's a challenge that Dr. Hill talks about, and they say for 30 days, do you put balance on your big toe and underneath your feet every day? When you wake up in the morning, put it underneath your big toe and feet. You will be a more calm, restful person. When I apply balance, I am a better mom. I am more in control of my emotions. I don't have all those little things. And I actually have this on my bedside table. So I'm going to challenge myself. So I'm going to challenge you. For those of you who've already got your balance, start using this for the next 30 days and apply it maybe also on your family. And for the new people, when you get your oil, start using it and let us know how it's going. Okay, I'm going to hand over to Dr. Hannah, who's going to explain to us the different options for you to get started.
All right, thank you very much, Mati. And I'll just regress a bit because balance is very close to my heart. I've actually been doing that, Mati, for I think more than a year. Ever since I started oils, I've been applying balance religiously under my feet, in my pressure points every single day. And it's amazing. It's literally amazing. Thank you very much. All right, so let's talk about how you can get started if you don't have an account yet. So the best way to get doTERRA essential oils is through a wholesale account that gives you a 25% discount. But when you get started with one of the customized kits, you actually buy below wholesale. Why? Because they are highly discounted, in those kits. And we normally recommend that people start with two kits that are in front of us, the Family Essentials Kit and the Home Essentials Kit. Why? Because they've got the top 10 oils, in doTERRA that we believe every household must have. Because when you have them, you can address 80% of the most common health concerns in a family. For yourself, your children, your house helper, your dog, your cat. I think you have heard about, cats taking copaiba, dogs from Tracy. So the whole family can actually use these oils, from sleep to digestion, supporting your energy, your mood, your immune system, all of that. So let's look at why the two of them and how they are actually different. So on the left, we have the top 10 oils. I think you can even go that side. I'll talk about them. You can move the slide. Thank you. So the Family Essential Kit is made up of the top 10 oils, but it comes in 5 ml bottles. And it has a Bravi diffuser, slightly smaller than the one that's in the Home Essential Kit, but a very cute one. And a very good one to have in the office, with all those different colors. People keep on asking you, what's that? What are you using? Because of, how the colors changes. And this kit is valued at 3,095, rands when you buy it wholesale. And you are actually, saving quite a lot if you were to buy them individually. If you were to buy them individually, so you'd spend quite a lot. And this is a saving because, it is a saving because you don't pay the annual membership fee, which is 445 rands. You pay this if you start, with products that are below 50 PV. So you have to pay that. But with this kit, you don't pay that. And if you are in an area where Rotary is shipping, like in South Africa, you also get free shipping when you buy this kit. And now, remember, Mati just shared how you can actually accelerate your loyalty reward points. So if you start with this kit and then you just add the 15 mils, you just add another product on top, 25 PV, it takes you to 150 PV. So it puts you into that path of accelerating your loyalty reward positioning there. So this is the Family Essential Kit. So let's look at the Home Essential Kit. This happens to be my favorite. Who else loves the Home Essential Kit? Who started with it? Or who regrets not starting with it? Who started with the Family Essential Kit or anything else and then later on felt like, oh no, what did I do? I should have started with this one. I know many people get there. Fortunately, I'm not one of those because I started with the Home Essential Kit. The same top 10 oils as in the Family Essential Kit, but this time we have 9 of these oils as in 15 ml bottles. And only the deep blue is in a 5 ml bottle because it only comes in a 5 ml bottle. And this one is actually a bargain. That's the most affordable way to get started. You also get the petal diffuser, which is also amazing. I think I love this than the Bravi. I'm biased there. And here is why this is the kit that I recommend for you, is because volume-wise, this kit is 3 times the Family Essential Kit. The other one is 5 mils. This one is 15 mils. Divide 15 by 3. By 5, you get 3. But monetary-wise, let's look at how much this one costs. It costs 4,950 rands only, compared to 3,095. So it's not even double the amount. It's not triple the amount, and it's not even double the amount, far away from being double the amount. And if you were to buy these oils individually, you would pay a whopping 7,385 rands. It shows you the value of this kit. And then now, if you buy it during the Diamond Club, where there are other free products, remember you waive the 445 annual membership fee. There is a free shipping, and you also get a free citrus bloom valued at 445 rands as well. And then because this is over 200 PV and is Diamond Club. You also get 15 minutes balance, and you get the Immortal, which is valued at how much is the Immortal? I can't remember the individual price, but bundled together with Bloom and Balance, you are saving 2,744 rands. Yeah, thank you, Mati, for sharing that. So the Immortal alone is 1,775 rands. So this is a huge saving. This is one of those times where you wish you could start again. Unfortunately, it's not an option for most of us. So you can't start again, but you can invite other people to take advantage of this generosity that's coming, in the next 3 months. So who is in for the Home Essential Kit? If you are not yet in, grab it. So thank you very much for your time. And if you still have questions that needs to be answered, I recommend that you connect the person who invited you. They'll also help, help you get started on your natural wellness journey. So thank you very much. Over to you, Mati.
Love that. Thanks, Hannah. I agree. I mean, when I got started, there wasn't a Home Essentials. There was only a Family Essentials. But when they launched it, I've always bought the Home Essentials. And even now, and I love that Marie actually said that. So I just want to mention this. If you are an existing customer, remember that you can also buy the Home Essentials. You can still buy it on your loyalty order, and you can get, at least the Immortal and the tea tree for free. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Dr. Hannah. That was great. Nunu, Tracy, Marie, Liesel. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. And thank you, every one of you that are here, because we know you value your health, and that is why you attended. And we can't wait to hear your incredible stories of how these oils are changing your life. Remember, we are having more of these classes, and you're more than welcome to join us next week again. And please invite your friends and family anytime. Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very much.
everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.